Welcome to this next block of study on your award course. This is a 1-week block of study which will help you to answer your next assignment. The topic of this segment is planning your session to ensure inclusion. By the time you've completed this block of study, you should be able to identify the range of needs your learners have, such as poor literacy or numeracy skills or a lack of confidence, and you should be able to explain the range of resources you would use to promote inclusion in your classes. This might include referral points to other practitioners. You should also be able to explain how you would embed communication, application of number and IT naturally into your subject area. You should begin by watching Carol Thompson's video on inclusion and taking part in the activities on it. As the video also includes information on subjects that we will be covering later in the course, we will refer back to it in later sections and revisit some of the information when it's appropriate. Carol will be looking at planning your sessions. She'll guide you through writing learning objectives and have a look at approaches to learning, including teaching strategies and the learning resources you might use in your classes. Then she'll look at embedding functional skills, which are literacy, numeracy and ICT. Then follows a segment on making your lessons memorable. This includes looking at the learning pyramid and effective teaching strategies, such as using appetizers and taking a planned approach to your lesson creation. All things that can help to remove barriers to learning. There is then a section on repetition, which is needed for effective learning and reflection upon learning. Carol closes by looking at a typical lesson plan and meeting the needs of the individual through differentiation in that plan. When you've looked at Carol's video and taken part in the activities in it, it's time for you to take part in the 2 discussion activities that form part of this block. The first discussion is meeting learners' needs. What you will do here is discuss the needs that your learners might have and how these may be barriers to their learning and ways in which you could try to address these needs to promote inclusion. Secondly, you've probably seen an awful lot in the papers and on other media about the skills agenda. In the UK, we have quite a low level of skills compared to other countries that we are actually competing with, particularly in terms of literacy, numeracy and ICT. This means that we need to embed these skills in our lesson wherever possible. Use the second discussion forum to discuss the potential barriers that literacy, numeracy and ICT could cause and how you could embed these skills in your sessions to try and address this. As usual, when you've taken part in the 2 discussion activities, it's time to reflect on your learning in this segment. What have you learned? What effect will this have on your practice? And are there any actions that are needed as part of undertaking this module? As ever, I'll be available via email if you're having any problems accessing materials or any questions or difficulties with them. Please don't hesitate to contact me. As soon as you finish this block, you should return to Moodle and read the section on assignment 2 and watch my next video which tells you what you need to do for the assessment for this section. Good luck with your second written assignment.